A homeowner and her 2 kids went shopping together. Upon returning home, their security camera footage shows them walking inside and closing the door. Shortly after, a man appears on the camera from around their parked truck, and his first action is an attempt to open the door.
Who are you talking to? Why? Why?
The man attempted to open the door a few times, but eventually walked away after knocking. Later, her family discovered that the man had been walking around their house on his phone for the next 5 minutes, as captured by a neighbor's camera. Upon further review of their own security footage, the family found that the man had been following them in his car from the store. The man parked his car a few houses down the street after the family arrived home, and he got out and started walking towards them. Fortunately, the family was able to get inside and lock the door before he reached them. The police were notified about the incident and they conducted a search of the area, but unfortunately, the man in the video was never found by the police. This doorbell footage was captured at 6:30 in the morning. A man can be seen trying to break into this house. He tried to unlock the front door, but that didn't work, so he tried the back door. The homeowner would get motion-detected notifications on their phone. After checking the live footage, the homeowner would yell at the intruder to scare him off. The police came quickly and caught the intruder before he got away. In Texas would discover his backyard gate to be wide open. Curious, the man decided to check the cameras he had installed around his house, and this is what he found. A man in full clown costume, carrying a knife, casually walks around the house looking inside of the house and trying to unlock every door. This all would occur in 2016, during the killer clown craze that went on for a few months. Majority of those that took part in it were probably just having fun and trying to scare people. However, it can't be denied that some people took advantage of the situation and actually attempted some pretty terrible crimes while hiding behind a clown mask, with this case probably being one of those. It is obvious that the masked man is attempting to enter the home with a knife. The clown would ultimately give up and walk away, and despite a police report, that would be the end of it. The only thing the homeowner would ultimately have left is this disturbing video. This woman had returned from walking with her dog. She begins to remove the leash. As she glanced to her right, she swiftly picked up her dog and got inside. Subsequently, a man appears on the camera and approaches the front door, attempting to open it, but the woman had managed to lock it just in time. The man can be seen putting on gloves and he was also carrying zip ties, according to the woman. After the man's unsuccessful attempt to open the front door, he continued to peer into the house and attempted to open the door handle several more times over the next few minutes. At one point, the woman's neighbor came outside. To this, the man would grab a nearby garden hose and pretend to do yard work. Once the neighbor had gone back inside, the man made his way around to the back of the house, in search of another way to get inside.
Camera recording.
After the man's failed attempt to enter through the back door, he tried to force it open. The homeowner would lock themselves in a room and contact the police. The time police took to arrive, the man had made several unsuccessful attempts to break in through the home's windows, even breaking off the screen to one of the back windows. By the time the police arrived, the intruder had already left. To identify the man, the homeowner posted the video footage to TikTok. It's unknown if the man was identified or not. This video captures an unknown man approaching this house's front door. He immediately leans against the door and makes an attempt to open it. The doorbell camera alerts the homeowner that motion has been detected. To find out who it is, the homeowner gets up. The homeowner opens the door to see what the man wants before asking any questions. Then the man enters the house without any hesitation. The homeowner saw this as a red flag and immediately tells the man that he must leave. But the man would refuse to leave, so the homeowner had to push the man outside.
Hello. Hi. What are you? Who are you? Good. You need to leave. Out there. Out there. What's the staircase? What? What's the staircase? Come on, where are you going? What's the staircase? Goodbye, Q.
As the homeowner tries to close the door, the man punches the glass on the door. However, the homeowner was fortunately still able to close and lock in. Before the footage is over, the man keeps on standing in front of the door and tries to unlock it. It is unknown what this man's actual intentions were. This doorbell footage was captured in the middle of the day. A man in his 20s is seen going door to door and selling candy. The house owner with the camera would open the door for the man. She would then proceed to buy candy from the man, and shortly after, 3 more men appeared. They were armed and used the open door to rob the homeowner. The man selling the candies was involved in the setup. The intention was to gain the homeowner's trust so they could rob her by getting her to unlock the front door. Her stuff was stolen by the men, who then fled off. A doorbell camera at a nearby house captured the same man only moments before this footage was captured, appearing to be selling candy. Although being suspicious, the homeowner refused to open the door. The man is seen walking up to the house across the street to try again just after this encounter, but the owner did not open the door either. Police were never able to caught the men involved. A woman uploaded multiple Ring camera videos to the internet. She described how her mother had just recently put in 2 Ring cameras around the house. Her phone would get multiple motion-detected notifications on one of the first few nights of installing the cameras. When she looked through them, this is what she found. The footage revealed an unknown man walking around the woman's house. She quickly noticed that he seemed to be familiar with the layout, moving around with ease as if he had been there before. This raised concerns that it wasn't his first time. The man peered into several windows, and upon seeing this, she called the police to report the incident. However, by the time the authorities arrived, the man had already left. Unfortunately, the police were unable to take any action. They advised the woman to keep her curtains, blinds, and windows closed at all times. Worried that the man might return, the woman took matters into her own hands and devised a plan. She strung a piece of rope between 2 trees, hoping that the man wouldn't notice it and would trip over it, causing a noise that would alert her to his presence. After a week at 2 a.m., disturbingly, the woman heard someone trip over the rope she had set up. She quickly grabbed her phone and opened the live camera feed. She saw the same man from before standing directly outside her window and looking in. Upon seeing the man outside her window once again, the woman immediately went to her mother's room and informed her of the situation. Together, they returned to the window, opened the curtains, and began banging on the glass to scare the man away. They also called the police, but by the time the authorities arrived, the man had disappeared once again. The incident left the woman and her mother shaken, and they ultimately decided to move to a new house. They never received any further updates from the police, leading them to believe that the man was never caught. This video was captured in the middle of the night. A homeowner would receive multiple notifications on their phone about motion being detected on their back door. The homeowner would start to watch the live footage. In the footage, no one can be seen. But after some time, a woman can be heard saying, "Let me in."
Let me in. Let me in.
At a point, the woman's shadow can also be seen in the footage. The homeowner says that they had no idea who this person was. They would not see that woman again after that night. It's unclear to this day who that was and what their intentions were.